Hello, my name is Rashmi. I am from the Department of Criminology, Raksha Shakti University, Ahmedabad, Gujarat. Today I am going to talk about effects of crime on victims. The title of the module is Effects of Crime on Victims, including PTSD, resilience, post-traumatic, growth and anger, and the ways victims are viewed. The objectives of this module are 1. To gain a better understanding into the numerous ways in which an individual can be affected as a victim of crime. 2. To provide information on some specific mental health issues that can have both short-term and long-term effects on the victims of crime, such as PTSD, resilience, growth, and anger. 3. To look into the ways crime victims are viewed in the broader society. Some of the prerequisites for this module are that students should have a prior knowledge of victimology, victimization, psychological trauma, victim blaming, and emotional distress. This module will focus on an attempt to understand the cost of crimes endured by a crime victim. Being a victim of violent crime has an adverse effect on the physical as well as mental health of an individual that can hamper their well-being and day-to-day functioning. This module also focuses on some of the responses to being a victim of crime. Crime can continue to impact victims' lives for months or even years, and the different circumstances of victimization can influence how one experiences the trauma. Victims may be confused, fearful, frustrated, and angry. They want to know why this happened and why it happened to them. Victims often have no knowledge of who or where to turn in the aftermath of crime. They feel insecure and do not know who to trust or rely on for support, understanding, and help. In general, crime victims are those people most directly affected by crime. Even if an offender is never found, the person who has been victimized should still be considered a victim. It is a myth that if no offender is caught, then no victim exists. Family members, friends, and others who care about the victim may also be affected when a crime is committed. These people, along with the victim, may need information and support. After completion of the module, you will be able to understand the impact of crime on victims, to get an overview of some of the key effects of crime on victims, to understand the way victims are viewed in the society, to examine the importance of effects of crime on victims. Criminal victimization can have difficult, overwhelming, and serious implications on the victims. Victims are often confused and have a sense of fear and do not know who to go for support in the aftermath of crime. Victims suffer physically, financially, emotionally, and psychologically due to the crime that happened. These effects can be short-term or long-term and may be difficult to overcome. The degree of the impact that crime has on an individual victim varies. For example, emotional effects on victims of violence would be greater than if someone who has been victim of burglary or experienced vehicular theft. The two most common emotional responses to crime are anger and shock. These are the initial responses of the victim, which can eventually turn into other emotions such as a sense of fear, feelings of helplessness, and frustration. The cost of crime on victims. Crime has direct and indirect effects on its victims and the broader society in general. The interest in the effects of crime on victims started in the 1970s and 1980s, which eventually led to the adoption of victimization surveys in the US, which was the first country to use it nationally. Gradually, these victimization surveys, now called crime surveys, shifted its focus on the experience of victimization itself. This shift in focus was the best to look into the effects of victimization and how victimization might be prevented. Crime takes numerous tolls on victims with effects ranging from physical injury to psychological trauma to risk of additional victimization. Clearly, when people suffer victimization, they are subjected to various risks which can be long-lasting or permanent. The most common effects are pain, suffering, and fear endured by the victims of crime. Effects of crime are multiple, and hence understanding each one of them will help us estimate the cost of crime on victims both in the short and in the long run. A wide range of physical, mental, psychological, social, and financial issues affect an individual victim, depending on the nature of crime that occurred. These issues can lead to more deep and profound impact on the victims in the later stages of their lives. Direct effects of victimization include the following: a sense of shock and losing trust in the society for having been the victim in a social setting, a sense of fear at having to become a victim of crime, minor or severe form of physical injury at the cost of the crime that happened, financial loss in the form of property damaged or goods stolen, taking time off from work, loss of earnings, spending money on medical attention required due to the crime or upon the activities of the criminal justice system, which includes travel costs to the courts to make the statements, etc. There may be both short-term and long-term psychological effects of crime such as fear, anger, depression, etc. Social effects can also be short-term and long-term. This would involve impacting the victim's lifestyle so as to avoid being a victim again. Indirect victimization is borne in by the individual victim's families, friends, and colleagues. Relatives and friends can also be affected by the victim, as they may be more worried about the victim's safety and also eventually start feeling more vulnerable themselves. Victimization can lead to psychological consequences such as depression, anxiety or PTSD, and physical consequences such as brain damage that can later impede functioning in one's life. Cognitive ability may also be hampered. Victims can also show behavioral changes such as become violent or aggressive, which can hinder their interpersonal relationships. We will now dwell deeper into some of the key effects of crime on victims in the following section. Physical injury. The most common consequence of any criminal act is physical injury to the victim. This may range from minor injuries such as bruises, bumps, and scratches to major injuries such as cuts on the body, broken bones, stabbing wounds, or even brain damage. These physical consequences can have both mild and severe implications on the individual victim. Because of the injuries, the victim may not be able to effectively participate in day-to-day activities. The victim may experience headaches, lethargy, or feel nauseous because of the injuries. As a result of severe injuries, victims' brain functioning can be affected, which could eventually lead to distortion or depletion in memory, thinking, and other cognitive abilities. These injuries can also turn into ongoing health problems, which may also lead to feelings of anger and bitterness for the victim. Financial cost. The financial cost incurred by the victim as a result of the crime that occurred include the economic cost that the victim had to sustain, such as property losses or any goods damaged, medical cost in order to get the medical care because of the physical injuries, participating in the criminal justice system, which involves traveling costs to the court, etc. Victims of crime often experience such tangible losses. For a victim of low socioeconomic background, incurring all these expenses can place a huge financial burden on them. The financial consequences may have to be endured for a longer time for the victim. Pain, suffering, and a sense of fear. There are some intangible costs that victims have to experience as a result of the crime. These are hard to measure, such as the amount of pain, suffering, and a decline in the quality of life. There is a sense of fear among the victims because they are worried of being victimized again. They also lose trust or faith in the society because they become a victim in a social setting, as a result of which there is fear of personal safety and well-being. Victims' perception of risk is also increased. Victims can also experience feelings of helplessness, which can eventually lead to low self-esteem. These consequences have far more overpowering impact on the victim than the out-of-pocket expenses that the victim had to undergo as a result of the crime. Psychological impact, including PTSD, growth, anger, and resilience. Being a victim of crime can have serious impact on the mental health of an individual victim. The mental health effects of victimization include feelings of anxiety, depression, post-traumatic stress disorder, and a decreased social functioning. These psychological consequences can be long-term and may be difficult for the victim to overcome. Feelings of depression can include symptoms such as difficulty sleeping, loss of appetite, loss of interest in activities that was once enjoyed, and a depressed mood. Because of depression, the victim may also show signs of reduced social networking. This can further lead to low self-esteem and low self-worth. Victims can also feel anger towards the offender, the criminal justice system, or even to themselves. This may be as a result of becoming a victim or a target in the first place. Anger could also lead to frustration, necessary support and justice is not provided to the victim. These strong emotions could pose as a challenge for the victim to overcome. Anxiety is another consequence linked to victimization. This includes a range of physical, emotional symptoms. Emotional symptoms include constant worry, feelings of irritability, moody, difficulty concentrating, crying spells, anxiety or panic attack, feelings of annoyance, feelings of vulnerability, and this can be coupled with physical symptoms such as sweating, headaches, tremors, and muscle tension. Victims' daily life events can also be severely affected. An individual victim may be constantly worried about future victimization. Long-term effects of anxiety might result in a mental health diagnosis for the individual victim. Since criminal victimization can be a traumatic experience for the victim, a very large literature on post-traumatic stress disorder (PTSD) has gained attention to study the victim effects. PTSD is a psychiatric condition and has been classified as an anxiety disorder according to the American Psychiatric Association in the DSM-4-TR, where the requirements are that the person must have directly experienced, witnessed or learned about an event or events that involved actual or threatened death or serious injury or other threat to one's physical integrity. The person's response to the event must involve intense fear, helplessness or horror. The traumatic event is persistently re-experienced in at least one of recurrent and distressing recollections, replaying the event, flashbacks, intense psychological distress at the exposure to cues relating to the event, physiological reaction to cues, plus persistent avoidance of stimuli associated with the event and numbing of general responsiveness, at least 3 types, plus persistent symptoms of increased arousal, at least 2 types. All 3 of this must be experienced at the same time over at least 1 month, causing significant distress or impairment. Acute PTSD is deemed to be duration of less than 3 months, chronic PTSD 3 months or more. The symptoms of PTSD include depression, anxiety, hostility and irritability, recurring nightmares and memories of abuse, difficulty concentrating and sleeping disorders, and feelings of apathy and or emotional detachment. Severely affected victims may develop syndrome of PTSD. It can occur in people affected by all kinds of traumatic events such as accidents, war, terrorism as well as crime. For a crime victim to be diagnosed with PTSD can be a debilitating experience as the person might re-experience trauma over time via flashbacks, nightmares, images and or reliving the event. The person must avoid stimuli associated with the traumatic event and experience numbness of response such as a lack of affect and reduced interest in activities. Some studies suggest that PTSD can be a real problem among crime victims. Research has shown that victims of sexual assault are more likely to develop PTSD. The PTSD can become more serious when the victim is not believed by the society and he/she is blamed for being a victim. For example, women who have been victims of rape are subjected to such judgments wherein they are blamed for going out alone at night or dressing inappropriately. There is a common belief that all victims are traumatized and hence are more prone to develop negative, emotional and mental reactions. However, a victim may also show some positive emotional reactions to the event and this can help the victim to overcome that situation successfully. Rebuilding one's life after a criminal event can be a daunting task for a victim. To cope with the event effectively and successfully requires a lot of time and effort and an ability to move forward without overthinking about what had happened. Resilience is a term used often to describe a person's ability to maintain a balanced state in the face of challenge. The psychological impact that a victim faces as a result of the crime can hamper one's coping strategies and hence recovering from that event can be a challenge. Bonanno 2005 indicates that having a healthy living in terms of strong social support system, pragmatism and availability of good resources can allow growth and resilience in an individual. The ability to be confident and self-sufficient in times of hardships can help a victim to face challenges. Rather than feeling dejected on becoming a victim, life events should be seen as learning opportunities. Participating in empowering activities such as self-defense classes or becoming victim advocates or activists can help the victim gain some control over one's life as feelings of hopelessness, helplessness might affect after the crime. A positive self-image is also necessary so that the victim will be resilient in the face of crisis. Victims of crime struggle with feeling safe after being victimized and hence having a positive outlook about the world can help them to withstand the crisis of crime. Research also notifies the benefits of a strong social support to crime victims. Some of the social effects are victims of crime have to experience emotional distress because of being victimized. This can lead to increased negative effect and reduced positive effect, as a result of which victims experience low levels of self-worth and personal safety, which in turn forces the victim to change their social life so as to avoid being a victim again. The victim would normally change the situation or the context in which the crime took place, such as not going to that part of the city or not going to that particular pub, etc. Social effects can also be short-term and long-term. Secondary victimization is related to institutionalized victimization, where the victim faces discrimination, by the criminal justice system, hospitals, and the broader society. This in turn further aggravates the suffering of an individual victim. The victim feels a sense of shock and loneliness for not getting the support from all these institutions, and thus coping from the criminal event becomes more difficult. We will now look at the way victims are viewed in the society. Victims of crime are most vulnerable when they are trying to get back on their feet after their ordeal. They are often viewed as witnesses in the criminal procedure and a source of evidence. The plight of the victim is often overlooked by the criminal justice system and the society in general. Victim blaming and stereotypes against the victim is also very common. Prevailing stereotypes against victims of crime still exist in our society. Victims are often blamed for being the targets in the first place. They are often questioned for their behavior. For example, victims of rape are often questioned if they showed any risky behavior, such as drinking or wearing inappropriate clothes, etc., which might not have grabbed the attention of the offender. All this shows us that victims are blamed for what happened. The extent of mental agony that the victim has to undergo because of the judgments by the members of the society only adds up to the already existing physical, emotional, financial, and psychological consequences of victimization. This makes the recovery process more challenging and difficult. The stigma attached to being a victim of crime is also lifelong and has profound impact on the victim. Sometimes the victim do not report the crime to the police because of the element of distrust on the police system, and once they do enter the world of criminal justice, they are treated as mere witnesses than victims, even though the victims' rights movement emphasized on the importance of treating victims with dignity and respect. Victims are also subjected to probing and embarrassing questioning by the police and the prosecutors to verify the details of the crime, which leads to a fear of the legal system among the victims. Victims can also face disgrace in the hands of the society. For example, people would shun away a rape victim and avoid contacts with the family of a victimized woman. Feelings of apathy and indifference towards the victim. Victims of crime often face people's apathy and an attitude of indifference. The criminal justice agents are interested and concerned with the apprehension of the offender, and hence the sufferings of the victims get neglected. These feelings of not given the importance and respect that a victim deserves results in a lack of faith and confidence on the entire criminal justice system. The effects of crime on victims are multifaceted. It can have both short-term and long-term effect on the victims. Victims' suffering was not given much attention, and gradually they received the importance that they deserve. These effects of crime expose the victim to a range of physical, financial, and psychological issues. Victims suffer physical injury because of the crime and require medical attention, which can put a burden on their financial expenses. Victims also often experience mental health issues such as anger, depression, anxiety, and post-traumatic stress disorder following their victimization. These issues can in turn increase or decrease the emotional, psychological distress of the individual victim. The consequences of victimization can also have mild and severe impact on the functioning and health of the victim. Thank you for watching. I hope the module has been helpful.